the topic for today that came out from our 2024 Global Security Leadership Insight Studies. Just a trivia, 10 years ago, we conducted a similar briefing to many of the CISO, similar to this, wala pang ISOG nun. And apparently, in the table were all the now ISO board of directors. And in that meeting 10, 11 years ago, that's when somebody talked or spoke, and somebody from BSP nudged and said, hey, you need to group yourselves together and create an organization. And that's the time that ISOG, part of the triggers was set up. So many nice things rushing back memories, very nice memories. How can cybersecurity transform? So pause. To accelerate value from AI, so 3 parts. How can cybersecurity transform? So we will be transforming. And to accelerate value, because right now, many of our executive management and boards would ask for what's the value of doing certain things. And we are focusing right now on how AI will be helping us, cybersecurity professionals. Just something about the study. We had also, in 2023, we had a study also, but AI wasn't that prominent. AI wasn't that prominent. I think we had to, usually we do this every 2 to 3 years, but we had to make a special study for 2024, giving the onslaught of adoption of AI. And what's interesting in how we did our research is it's a mixture. Before, we had to, probably some of you had participated in that, we had to send you a link and ask you to answer a survey. And based on that survey, we're going to analyze it and provide our insights. But right now, it's different. The topic cluster analysis is one of how AI is being used properly. Just imagine, from 2015 until now, we gathered almost all researches, most researches, patents about cybersecurity. And we, based on that information that we gathered, we uploaded it in our AI and asked it to analyze and give us certain insights. Amazing, right? So there were discussions a while ago about us fearing AI, not now, but especially just in education, a lot of concerns, especially for if you are a professor who cannot, imagine how you're going to transform together with this. Because I believe that we should be asking better questions. There should be better challenges for this generation. We cannot ask them anymore to write essays, right? And we know that they will use AI anyway. Actually, in preparing for this talk, I have the prepared deck by our global EY office, and I uploaded it in our AI and asked the AI, hey, make me a 20-minute talking points for given this PowerPoint presentation. And it took him 1 minute, 2 minutes, created me an excellent script, probably better than how I'm going to execute it today. But unfortunately, there's no podium, so I cannot read it. Right? So I have to work from memory. But that's how it is. And I had to for something I had to update my CV. I have to update my CV. I uploaded my old one, and I said to the AI, make me a 1-pager summary of my CV, and it was awesome. Better than how I would write it. That would take me probably about 2 to 3 hours, and just 5 minutes or less, done. And I just had to enhance. And sometimes it's the key right now is how you design your prompt. How do you ask your questions? because the better questions that you ask, the better the results. I think that's the novelty, and that is where the um, originality comes in. Better questions, better questions. So similarly, we did that. 2017 to 2022. But at the same time, we did some discussions and interviews with global cybersecurity leaders, just to balance it off, to have a human factor in our analysis, in our discussions. So interesting times. So I think we are all in a transition. Academe, everyone is in a transition. But it's a different ball game right now. If we are used to playing in a, let me Tagalog, barangay liga, basketball, we're playing against NBA players here. Then the bar has been raised up, so we must play at that level as well. We cannot anymore demand the same task to be done by AI, because AI would do fragment of the hours or the effort to do that. Probably even smarter. Okay. So let's discuss about the study. Actually, cyber in AI is not new. So believe me, US patents, 59% of US patents on cybersecurity would have a component in AI. That is starting in 2015. So all the things that we're seeing from the vendors, product solutions right now, saying, oh, we're AI, we're AI. It didn't start this year. It started many years ago. That investment has been made. And now it's further being accelerated. 21 times is the number of patents, or the growth of patents with regards to in cybersecurity using AI. 21% from 2015. Just imagine. So if we have one patent in 2015, now we have 21. What else? 12. 12 is the multiplying factor of the number of researches made about cyber and AI. What else? What? Another number, 6. 6 times. 6 times that the investment in cybersecurity has been made from 2015. So cybersecurity and AI. So that's quite a big jump. There's quite a big jump. Now, given all the data that we obtained, there are 3 points that we'd like to highlight. One is CISOs internally as cybersecurity professionals. That's the first column. And second, third is more for the enterprise, how it benefits the enterprise. First, CISOs are proactively embracing AI significantly improve cyber outcomes. That is, I think, 90% of what is being discussed in this colloquium. It's obvious. Let's not kill a dead horse. It's obvious that really exponential, from threat detection to threat hunting, AI could be used. Right now, even in the simplest of forms, you can use it as a co-pilot, not a product, but as a co-pilot if you're the analyst, and instead of working on large volumes of data, get your Gen AI to help you, and hey, please help me analyze this. It could be your co-pilot. So many opportunities, even especially for automation. So logical access controls, IAM, if you still don't have it automated, and annually, year in and year out, it has been an audit issue by your internal audit and your external auditors. Done. Could be done faster. Could be done faster. Okay. And one thing that came also in our research, we realized that there's this concept in our study called secure creators. The secure creators are organizations who has the capacity and the capability to manage a good cybersecurity program. So we call them secure creators. And their secure creators are using AI in cybersecurity. And instead of 11 months to detect a breach, it takes them only about 150 days, about 5 months. So it's half. It's half. So there's also better accuracy in detecting spams or malware and the likes over the use because of the use of AI. So undoubtedly, yeah, really, there's the benefit of AI to our current jobs. Now, for the enterprise, CISOs need to become trusted partner in the confident adoption of AI across the business. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. Why? Because not many CISOs had transitioned to be a business leader, aside from just being a technical leader. And most successful CISOs would wear the hat of people in the business, would talk the language of the board, would talk the language of executives, could articulate to you what's the value of cybersecurity in very laymanized terms. I remember one lesson I learned in talking to management and board is when I prepare as if I'm talking to my lolo or lola. That level. If you cannot simplify your message at that level, then most likely management and board will not see value in what you're talking about. Okay. CISO has the third idea. CISOs have an opportunity to become secure creators, driving value across the organizations. So right now, I've seen organizations, even during merger and acquisitions, they will use cyber threat intelligence to say that, hey, I think this is a no-go because based on the intelligence that we're getting, they're usually being hacked and so much exposure, so much data is out there. So if we acquire them, then we will be inheriting the liabilities. Now, so these are just some thoughts. Action for CISOs: leverage the use of AI. Use it for automation, especially for large volume, tedious tasks. Be a conduit to accelerate the adoption of AI, not as a showstopper. Also, showing panic. No, let's hold it. Let's not do anything AI right now until everything normalizes. If that will be our position, then the risk and rewards concept of discussed by Justin a while ago, we will not be reaping the benefits of AI. You could be left behind as well. Deliver more business value, and there are fears. AI would be only successful in the enterprise if there's trust, there's confidence, and there are certain principles that could be established by organizations. Let me look at my polygon. There should be some discussions about ethics, social responsibility, transparency, explainability. Explainability meaning that somebody could explain why the output of AI is like that. It doesn't become something like Skynet that it became self-aware. That's very important for me. Bias. How do we temper the bias of AI given how it is trained, right? And how to come up with fair outputs. What else? Resilience. That's where security comes in also. Should not be hackable. Should not be providing outputs that hallucinate. That's giving us conflicting answers, especially for critical infrastructure and critical businesses such as in medical care or self-driving cars, wherein life of people are at stake. Then there has to be better validation. Also, performance. The principle of performance. Is it performing as is intended to be? Okay. Now, on the governance, just some ideas. You could be pioneers in your organization around this. How about an AI ethics board? Having having a committee under the board, or probably initially part of the as part of executive management. Yes, sir. Part of the governance committee, risk management, compliance. So could be part of those committees. How about putting AI as an agenda there? What else? Upon having good governance, then standards should be developed, right? And then there has to be an inventory of AI. It has to be enterprise-wide. It's not doesn't have to be only in cyber. Just like our assets, right? We always say in cyber, I cannot protect what I don't know. That's our mantra for asset identification and validation in ISO, right? I cannot protect what I don't know. Similarly, I cannot protect this AI that I don't know. If business units would have shadow ITs and keep creating their own AIs, then we will be in trouble later on because access to data could be, unfiltered. There should be validation tools as well to see if the performance of AI is performing how it's supposed to be. Awareness and some audits that would have to be done by independent parties. Okay. Now this scenario that where we are in is not. I've been through a lot. No, sabi na, almost 30 years or more than 30 years na pala. More than